Hello, once again Alex to present the Chapter 5 example. So this is Exercise 5.5, Computing Unit Cost. And I chose this one just because I could fit it all on the board, and it just helps you understand what you're going to use to divide the cost by. And it was pretty straightforward, and it had everything you needed. And this is cost accounting, by the way. Okay, so here's the problem. And I decided to only use, instead of black marker, I decided to use just black marker because after reviewing the other videos, it's hard to see any other color. So I'm hoping the black will just be alright. But it gets the whole idea through. So the records of the Romano Incorporated reflect the following data. Work in process beginning of March, 2,000 units, one half completed, at a cost of $1,250 for materials, $675 for labor, and $950 for overhead. Production costs for the month: materials $99,150, labor $54,925, and factory overhead $75,050. Units completed and transferred to stock 38,500. Work in process end of the month 3,000 units, one half completed. And basically we have to compute the month's unit cost for each element of manufacturing cost and total per unit cost. Round your answers to the 2 decimal places. Okay, so here's how you do it. First of all, the beginning inventory, disregard that number, disregard the one half completed. It's just going to throw you off. This number will become next month's end of the month's unit. So the next month we'd use that for our equation, but not this time. But we do take the 125,000, the 675, and the 950, and as you can see down here, we have materials, labor, factory overhead, total. So what we do is we take the beginning month's materials plus the units for the production cost for the month, 99,150, add them together, and then divide by 40,000. And if you're wondering where I got that number, you take the 38,500 plus half of the 3,000 units, which is 1,500, which gives us our units of equivalent units of production, which is pretty much what the whole chapter is based on. You can pretty much sum that up. And so that's why it was hard to even do the explanation for the chapter, because it's pretty much this. And so, of course, for the next 675 of labor plus the 54,925 divided by 40, and you can see it gives us the per unit cost. And see how we're not using units that aren't completed? If we used, let's say we did use if we did use 1,500 more, we'd actually get a lower cost per unit, which isn't actually the right number. That's why in that beginning explanation, the manager was like, wait, these costs are too low. Exactly why? Because if this was bigger, this would be smaller, which would skew your numbers and not be the real cost. So you only want to use units that are fully completed to figure out the cost. And so, same with labor, add them up, divide by the 40,000, gives you $1.39 per unit. Factory overhead, which was 950 plus 75,050, total of 76,000 divided by 40, gives you $1.90. You add them up, 580. You can add these up, divide, you'll get the same number. And so that's how you do a equivalent computed unit cost using the equivalent units of production. I hope it helped out. And yeah, as long as the hardest part is setting it up. So just remember how to set it up. You always want to add the beginning cost, disregard the units, doesn't matter, but take the beginning plus what you've added to it, and then divide it by the units you've transferred plus the units at the end of the month that are completed. And that's it. So thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment and whatnot, and I hope it helped. So thank you once again.